Shalom, shalom. It's your brother Shamak. I want to first start by giving all the glory, infinite praise unto Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushua, Ba'ashem, Rakakadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone, teacher with will, and the overseers Tabernacle of David. Shalom to the hopefully lit that's pushing his truth and sincerity and giving out the diligence to do so across four corners of the earth. All right. I just want to touch on, the Lord's work, basically, with Hurricane Dorian. All right. Just to quickly go into the article. Okay, this is the hurricane that just passed this past weekend. All right, Hurricane Dorian. The article states, or titled, Hurricane Dorian kills at least 5 in the Bahamas as powerful storm creeps towards U.S. And that's why people in the U.S. currently, because us being the prophets, we are the true news. We're going to give you straight, plain, and cutthroat. We're not going to make this thing is not about rocket science. It's not about fancy words or whatnot. We're gonna give it to you plain and simple where you can understand. Okay, that's our obligation. That's our occupation. That's what we're supposed to do. We're supposed to push this truth in all our might, man. Okay, we're supposed to give you the updates. This prophecy. This is prophecy, man. Okay, this is the beginning of sorrows. All right, this storm. Okay, it's a historical storm as well, man. Modern history, because they haven't seen a storm like this. I want to say for about 15, 20 years, It says Hurricane Dorian fast facts. It says as of 11 p.m. Eastern time Monday, the National Hurricane Center said Dorian was a Category 4 storm battering the Bahamas. It had been a Category 5 storm overnight. Okay, it says, next bullet point says at least 5 people were killed in the Baco, according to the Bahamas Prime Minister, Hubert Menes. Okay, so yeah, man, this is judgment. That's the Lord's work, man. That's that correction. He's going to use these earthquakes and storms, to fulfill his judgment. All right. And ultimately judgment is going to death, So death is going to happen, whether you like it or not. You even may know your family and friends. We are in the last days, man. These times are getting serious and more serious as the days come upon, man. All right. It says forecasters say Dorian may spare the U.S. a direct hit, but will move close to Florida's east coast late Monday. See, that's why Florida, man, has been a lot of evacuations. It says mandatory evacuations were underway in some parts of Florida and ordered for later Monday for the coastlines of South Carolina and Georgia. See, it's Monday night right now. It says Hurricane Dorian unleashed massive flooding across the Bahamas Monday, shredding roofs, hurling cars, and forcing rescue crews to take shelter. By late afternoon, the storm's top sustained winds fell to 130 miles per hour. See, it says down from 185 miles per hour earlier as it inched along on its path of destruction, the National Hurricane Center said. Yeah, this is the Lord's way of destroying of correcting our people as well, the Black, Spanish, and Native Americans, according to the scriptures, according to the Bible. This place has to be shooken up, man, because our people are too comfortable. They do not consider the Most High's ways, so he has to bring that correction. He has to show you his power, and him showing his power is not going to come in this peaceful way. The scriptures speak about it in Matthew chapter 10 verse 34 that he's coming back to not bring peace but a sword. He's coming back for vengeance, man. He's coming back to bring death. Okay, and he's going to use the tools of earthquakes, hurricanes, tornadoes, the so-called white man, his weaponry, his military, to bring judgment, to bring death, man. Okay, in all different type of ways, man. Car crashes, it can be anything, man. Okay, it's a fearful thing to fall into the hands of Yahweh Shah. Okay, the Heavenly Father in the name of the Son. That's what it's all about, man. Okay, so I'm gonna get Matthew real quick, just to hit the point. The Hurricane Dorian. It is the Lord's work at the end of the day. He's in control of all things. That's what people fail to realize. People think, oh, pray for them. No, this is the Lord's work, man. This is supposed to happen. Okay, this is Matthew chapter 24, verse 6. And it reads, and ye shall hear of wars and rumors of wars. See that ye be not troubled, for all these things must come to pass, but the end is not yet. See, and what must come to pass? Hurricanes like this, for example, Hurricane Dorian. Things like this must come to pass, but we can't get, worried about, oh, is it going to hit this location? Is it going to hit that location? What about, we got to just go off strictly faith, even though they may sound like a fairy tale or something to those blind ears and blind eyes. But you know, that's what we strictly go off of, man. We go off. We worried about increasing our faith, so so we can be not troubled in those days of in that day, man. And then we're in these days right now. Okay, but we just focus at this point. You know, verse 7, it says, "For nation shall rise against nation, and kingdom against kingdom, and there shall be famines and pestilence and earthquakes in diverse places." Hurricane Dorian, what is that example of those earthquakes in diverse places, man? Okay, he's sending these judgments. Verse 8, all these are the beginning of sorrow. This is the beginning. You know, there's videos out there, Hurricane Dorian showing the roofs being you know, caving in from the flooding. You know, people recording because they scared as hell, seeking for help, you know. But hey, at the end of the day, it's going to come down to if the Lord is dealing with you. That's what it's going to come down to. You know, ain't no guarantee about anything. Even for us, we speaking as a man. You know, ain't no guarantee. But hey, at least we trying. You know, the attempt, you know. At least we trying, man. That's what's going to, hey, that's what matters. You know, striving to be perfect. Okay. And let me get Sirach real quick as well. The chapter 39. Yeah, Sirach chapter 39, verse. I'm gonna start at verse 28. All right. It says, "There be spirits that are created for vengeance, which in the fury lay on sore strokes. In the time of destruction they pour out their force and appease the wrath of him that made him. Fire and hail and famine and death, all these were created for vengeance." See, he's bringing Hurricane Dorian. So like I can't even messing up the word, but he's bringing that for vengeance, man. You know, revenge. Okay, revenge on what and why? On the Israelites, on the Black, Spanish, and Native Americans, because what? We transgressed his laws, statutes, commandments. We went off in the ancient time, man. Okay, we turned our back on the Yahweh Bashim Yahushua. So it's only right, man, that hey, whoever is coming to, they know hey, destruction and death unto them. You know. And it's already predestined. It must happen. It's going to happen. It must come to pass, as the scripture spoke about. You know, it says, "Teeth of wild beasts and scorpions, serpents, and a sword, punishing the wicked to destruction." See, that Hurricane Dorian was just punishment for the wicked. You know, so those 5 that's just listed, man, I'm pretty sure it's more than 5, but you know, the 5 that's listed in that article, you know, that I pulled today, that's just the wicked for destruction, man. You know, it's predestination. He created that spirit of the Hurricane Dorian to form itself and to create for vengeance, man, to destroy. If it didn't kill you, man, it was that warning. You know, it was to put you in that state of correction. Let me get that real quick. 2nd Ezra chapter 16. 2nd Ezra chapter 16, and this will be the last one. Let's start at verse 18. It says, this is 2nd Ezra chapter 16, verse 18. "The beginning of sorrows and great mournings, the beginning of famine and great death, the beginning of wars, and the power shall stand in fear. The beginning of evils, what shall I do when these evils shall come? Salaki." The prophet Ezra, man, he asking these things because he visualized how great, you know, these last days was going to be. He's like, damn, you know, what shall I do when these evils come? You know, and that proves you also as well, on a side note, that reincarnation is in the scriptures. He knew that he's going to be back, that his spirit is going to come back. Because why would he even say that if he felt like you only live once? Why would he even say that? You know? Come on, man. He visualized, man, like, damn, this is chaos going on. What the hell am I going to do in that day? And Ezra's on the level. So how much more so we? You know? Ezra knew the Lord was dealing with him, man. Okay, verse 19 says, "Behold, famine and plague, tribulation and anguish are sent as scourges for amendment." Okay, so that plague of that Hurricane Dorian, you know, that the plague for destruction, you know, was sent to correct the nation of Israel, man, to correct the Black, Spanish, Native Americans. You know, a judgment is going to start at the house of the Lord, man. That's Jacob, man, and Jacob's name is changed to Israel. All right. It's gonna start with us, and we're gonna start seeing more and more our people getting dealt with heavily by Yahweh Bashim Yahushua. You know, and we can't be weary in that day as well. We can't be troubled. We can't be, you know, oh my God, emotional and stuff. Hey, we got to be in the spirit, and that's what we're preparing to be. That's why we're meditating on this terror right now. Okay. Verse 20 says, "But for all these things shall they not turn from their wickedness." So even with Hurricane Dorian, man, they still not going to give a damn about the Lord, man. They still not going to understand, this warning. Even while the prophets are bringing it out, they don't give a damn, man. You know, it says, nor be always mindful of the scourges. They're not mindful of what's going on. They're not mindful of the destruction. They not mindful of why it's happening. They don't give a damn why it's happening. They just make sure that they're good, man. You know? But, hey, that's why, hey, that's just what it is, man. You know? That's just what it is. Okay? But I just want to quickly touch on Hurricane Dorian because, hey, this is something very recent, and we are the true news. You know, we must bring it out and explain why these things are going on. Okay, that's our obligation. That's our job to do. You know, so hey, if the Spirit with you, you know, hey, well, hopefully you can take heed. Okay, unto this message. All right, because hey, times about to get way worse than this. Okay, this is what the scripture spoke about. This is the beginning of sorrows, and it said that multiple times in the New Testament and the Apocrypha. Okay, so hey, whoever ears are able to hear, hey, take heed. Okay, but with that, this is your brother Shamak, and I want to end up by giving all the glory and praise unto Yahweh by Hashem, Yahweh Shai by Hashem, Rakakadash. Double honors to the apostle elders, a great millstone teacher with waiting over his tabernacle of David. Shalom to the hopeful elect and their families. And with that, I would like to say shalom. Keep the faith. We'll walk with God.